how can we enable an IT department and IT leadership to better direct the human capital that they have to more directly be strategic within the organization, and to more directly impact the bottom line of those organizations, right? It's probably no surprise to either of you, as I feel like we've all been on both sides of these conversations, but so many companies out there view their IT departments as a bottomless pit that they throw money into every year, right? So how can we get them to shift that from being a cost center to a productivity center, right? That they're positively impacting the business that they're in. And I feel like the AI conversation is a really good springboard to allow us to not articulate a new value that working with an MSP can provide, but to re-articulate the value that's already there. It's the same benefit structure that an MSP like XTIUM can come in and free those resources up to upskill, to pursue better training, to look to grow within the business and grow the business accordingly. So I'm curious from both of your perspectives, specifically when it comes to that MSP engagement, how in the last year has, well, I guess before we even get to that, before, Russ, you had mentioned the exponential rate of growth and how a lot of that's being driven by AI. In both of your opinion, fair to say there's an AI arms race that's going on right now? Like, are boards leaning into their organization saying, hey, what are we doing from an artificial intelligence perspective? And if the answer is nothing, we better do something soon?
Yeah,
no one wants to jump on that grenade.
I definitely think there's a lot of talk about that, right? Hey, how are we using AI inside of our products, and where does it look like, right? I view AI as it's just a tool, right? When you look at the kind of product roadmap, it's all about what are the problems to solve, right? It's that product roadmap of what the problems to solve are, and we just so happen to be using AI to kind of accelerate fixing some of those particular things. And I know I've said this before, context is everything, right? It's providing that context into that, and it depends on that particular problem to solve to kind of enhance and kind of continue improving that whatever that problem is. So I think the way to look at it is see how AI can kind of add more context to whatever that problem is versus, hey, what are we doing as an AI tool, if that makes sense? Because we're really kind of focusing on whatever those outcomes are. We just so happen to be using AI to assist with the context to fix whatever that problem is.
Yeah, great point. I think this isn't just a technical question. Obviously, when we talk to CTOs and CIOs, it's top of mind. They're getting asked by the CEO and the board, what are we doing in AI? But this is a general business conversation. And so the shareholders and the board of directors they're learning more, they're seeing, of course, you can always see the great references and case studies where people are using it, but you don't read about the time they took and how long they've been working on this to stay ahead of the curve so that they can implement this. And so, what I see is when we talk to the business leaders, they are being asked not only by the board, but also their customers, and how are they using the latest advancement in technology to provide better customer service and to be more efficient to deliver their goal to the company to the goals as fast as possible and as efficiently as possible, especially now with some concern in the economy. Like, you have to be nimble, and the best way to be nimble is to have the right systems in place. And this isn't just a CTO or CIO conversation, or even a manager, specifically CEO conversation. The head of finance, they're going to use AI on the accounting side, right? They're going to use AI for the analysis side. They're going to use AI on the metrics gathering. You can have, and we'll get into agentic AI, you can have agents gather the data and then and go ask other agents to go gather data in, say, the sales automation system. And so no matter what division someone's running, HR, finance, sales, customer support, marketing, there's a almost bleeding edge of technology that these business people have to start to think about, and that could be uncomfortable.